Welcome back to the DUALLY Pace Truck build. In this episode, we're gonna paint the chassis on this truck. And I know, guys, I'm doing it backwards. I'm painting the frame after we had the body painted, but you do what you can with what you're given, and this is just how the time frame happened to work out. So I've already started to prep the frame. I degreased the entire thing. I sprayed it down with the engine degreaser. I have my pressure washer, blew off all the grease, and I'm getting ready to just wipe it down with some paint prep and get the frame ready to paint with Eastwood's Rust Encapsulator. Part of painting the frame is gonna be painting this radiator support. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the grill and the bumper so I can have access to all the bumper brackets and everything over here, and I don't risk getting any overspray on my freshly painted parts. Got a lady walking down the road, blasting her conversation on speakerphone for the whole neighborhood to hear. Old people are funny, man. Plan is just, tape all this off, spray all this here, just get this. Obviously don't spray your condenser or radiator or anything like that, but just wanting to freshen that up a little bit. And here's the reason why. So this paint has been just getting wore out over the years, so we're just gonna freshen it up a little bit, give it some new life, so at least it looks halfway decent. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, this one's going inside. All right, let me bring you guys under here. I think we got it to a good spot. So the big thing was I wanted to get the rear end clean. So we got all that degreased. Looking really good. There were two major spots that were just covered in grease. So if you look up here, it's the two-piece drive shaft. All of that, the floor over on the frame was just covered in thick grease. So I was able to get that off. And I just got everything pressure washed and clean. Let me take you up front and show you what that looks like. I got this all degreased and ready to go. Now I want to show you guys this other spot on the frame. I really should have done it before and after, but this whole corner right here was just covered in grease, oil, power steering fluid, you name it, and it was in there. So I ended up going with this just engine degreaser I got from the parts store. Sprayed it on, let it dwell, agitate it with a nylon bristle brush that really broke everything up. And then when I hit it with a power washer, it pretty much came out looking like that. So this entire cross member cleaned up really nice. And the rest of the frame did as well. Before you apply this rust encapsulator, of course you want to degrease the entire surface that you're going to paint, but you want to knock off the scale. You can paint directly over rust, but you have to knock off the big scale so the paint has something to stick to. Well, now that the driveway is thoroughly a mess and I'm disgusting, I'm gonna do the right thing. Take this thing for the first drive since I've gotten it put back together with ample protection, of course. All right. Fire this up. Ooh. Had it running a little bit ago. Had just enough battery power to get it started. Okay. Nope, that's the hood. Parking brake released. Let's go. Those new sport mirrors. Well, that was invigorating. Oh man, I got some cleaning up to do. Oh boy. my haul from Harbor Freight. I've always wanted one of those. I got a big one. I just finally got a small one. Anyway, had to get some 6-ton jack stands. Look at how big these things are, man. They're about twice as tall as the ones I got, the little 3-ton ones. I thought I was going to use my gravity-fed spray gun, but I did some test runs with it, and it was too tall. So we're going to try out this siphon-fed spray gun, see how that works. Now, this one has a 1.7 tip. It's a little larger than what Eastwood recommends, so that's why we're going to start with these small parts. I got some small parts prepped here, just about ready to spray. I'm doing a final wipe down with Eastwood's pre-painting prep spray, and I'm going to follow the exact same process here that I'm going to do on the frame. And the big thing is I'm trying to see if that siphon-fed spray gun is going to be adequate to be able to spray the Eastwood rust encapsulator. So I'll wipe these down and we'll find out. Got the gun all filled up with the rust encapsulator, and I made a massive mess. I can't tell you how many times I've poured paint out of a gallon paint can, but for some reason today wasn't my day. Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna spray, but we'll find out. I got it at 50 psi at the regulator on the air compressor. Let's just paint some parts. All right, that looks pretty good. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, man. Come on. Went ahead and hit the frame with the pre-painting prep. Got that pretty much done. So now I'm gonna see if this truck will start up, because our battery died. Okay. I need a new battery. That's what I need. Need a new battery, and alternator's coming. Oh, let's try this. I think I forgot to include. Yeah. That was my battery tender making all that racket in there. Well, gosh darn it. I thought I had it out of the way of the fan, but I didn't. That's what I get for not checking. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna leave it running. Just gonna throw this drop cloth down just in case I gotta roll some sections or maybe brush some sections out. Just don't want to be getting paint over there, because you guys just saw I made a massive mess in the garage. I can't wait for this to be done. I just hate getting super dirty, man. I might get my hands dirty, but this is a point where it's like, all right, this is a little excessive. And that's what this is. Well, now I'm gonna plastic off the entire truck. Just do a tape line right at the body, put the plastic over it, because we're gonna try to spray, roll, and brush the rust encapsulator. All right, it's all masked off. I threw the cover back on just to add some weight. It's really windy today, and I'm just afraid that the plastic's gonna rip or the tape's gonna let go, but that's gonna help weigh that stuff down. Anyway, I think we're just about ready to start spraying this over here. Losing daylight. Got like 2 hours left, something like that. But I'm gonna get under here, see if I can start just fooling around with this. Maybe I can get a coat on before the day's over. And I don't know if I'm taking you guys with me or not. I'm a little worried about getting overspray on my nice camera, so I might just bust out my phone and show you what I'm doing. But I mean, you guys know how to paint stuff. It's, you pull the trigger, you spray some paint on it, you keep moving. But anyway, I'm gonna start working on this. I'll catch up with you guys in just a bit. Making some progress. I can't really show you guys how I'm doing this because it's just a pain in the butt. Let's see if I can zoom in on that rear axle. Looking pretty good. Here we go. I can show you this part. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Trying not to get any runs. Got one right there. What are you gonna do, you know? Yeah, so I got this frame rail to do. And we'll get on the front. Well, it's the next day and it's raining a lot. I was able to get under the truck before it started raining to see my handiwork from last night. When I was painting the chassis, I ran out of daylight. So I saw I had a couple of runs and some thin spots. So I gotta get back under the truck to finish up the paint job. So looks like the forecast says it's gonna be raining for the next 5 to 8 days, which is fine, I guess. Power tour is in 2 months and I still have to get the transmission serviced, get the drop kit on, finish doing the interior and do our engine work to make that hot rod power tour. But I guess I get a couple of days off, so I'm gonna go start editing some videos and I'll catch up with you guys when it's done raining. Got some nice weather today, so I took the opportunity to get this all dialed in here. We got our fender wells painted. Let's see if I can show you guys under here. We got our frame rails painted. Rear end is done. I'll take you back there in a second. Let's check out the engine bay. I think we got everything dialed in here. Air cleaner looking mighty fine, back in its place. Try to get as much paint on the frame rails that I can. I think I did a pretty good job with it. Come on now, let's focus. I think I did a pretty good job with it. Overall, I'm really liking how it laid out. Let's go to the back. Let's check this out. Well, we got some more weather moving in, but I want to show you guys one more thing before I sign off here. We just got our 22-inch Alcoas from Lowboy Motorsports. Now, these wheels start out as a 22.5 semi-truck wheel. Lowboy Motorsports takes them, mills them down to a 22 so you can put a street tire on it. And then these are the flat face inner rear wheels. So the rear wheels are gonna tuck inside of that rear fender and the fronts should tuck as well. This comes with adapter plates, it comes with covers, it comes with everything that you're gonna need to put these wheels on your truck. But I'm not putting them on today. These Alcoas are gonna look killer on this dually when it is slammed on the ground. And I wanna hear from you guys, do you think it's a waste of time to paint the frame when the body's on and all the plumbing's on and you're just crawling under the truck, spraying, rolling, brushing, just trying to get paint everywhere you can? Bleep bloop it down in the comments below. I would really appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you hanging around. But that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you on the next video.